Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Oh, okay, I hesitated a lot this morning to know what set I will cast because I have casted all the green players here. The blue players were casted by other people and the red are forfeit players that are not playing the tournament anymore. So I was thinking about, I have a nice set between Ganker and Max that I want to cast. Absolutely, I will probably do it tomorrow morning. And I was hesitating between this one and the one that we will cast, that RedClifford against Leureduthé. And, well, RedClifford seems to have win lots of his matches because he's fighting Leureduthé, that is a really good player, and this time he's on fire because he made so good results on tournaments, you know. So I wanted to cast this match. I preferred cast this match this morning, and if we will have time, we may cast Ganker against Max, or we will cast because there is a match between Pacharmont and this Dino, and we may cast and catch up the live between Pacharmont and this Dino around 8 GMT. So I don't know yet what we will do after this set, but that means that the set isn't long if we're casting another one. And I'm not sure that it will be a fast set, you know, between the two players. I think that they are both quite close in level and in tournament experience. So I hope that it will be a nice set, you know. So to keep with the draft between both players, Clifford banned open map with objectives, Leureduthé banned hybrid map with objectives, and first picked Nomad. Oh, that's an interesting first pick, because when you're playing, you are trying to first pick a map, it's usually because you want to play specifically that map. So that means two things. Either Leureduthé, well, one of the two things. Either Leureduthé wants absolutely to play Nomad, or Leureduthé scouted RedClifford and saw that RedClifford was strong on Stranded or Coast to Mountain and wanted to prevent him from taking one of those two maps, you know. So that's an interesting first pick because it's a standard map, you know. It's a map that you are seeing in ladder each time. So how to say that? It's really strange as a first pick, you know. That's why it sparked me. I think it's making me think about this first pick. That is really strange, I think. Then RedClifford picked an Arabia-like map as slopes, and a standard map arena also. That's really strange. Those picks, this draft is really, how to say that? It's the most closest to the ladder that I have seen in this tournament, you know, because slopes is like Arabia, arena is a ladder map, Nomad is a ladder map. The two exceptions are African River and Zimbabwe, but okay, African River has no match in ladder pick, but Zimbabwe is an arena like with a bit more objectives, you know. So that's really standard map. It's really strange. I don't know why the player made such a standard draft map, but it's really, yeah, that could have happened if the player just are meeting in ladder, you know. almost. That's interesting. About the pick thieves, we have a first pick Persian that gets sniped, obviously, because Persian are so strong. But yeah, they are so strong, but not really. We have a first pick Wei. I don't get the Wei pick that early when Chinese is available for African River, you know. I said por, like a Spanish word, not even a French. I don't get my how my brain is working, you know. So I don't really get the order priority of the player. It seems Tartars were picked really early in this draft, even before Mongols, even before Hindustanis. They are such nice thieves. Why Tatars that early? I don't get it. So maybe RedClifford has a strategy, but it's I don't really get the both players picks, you know. 2P was, in my opinion, pick for for slopes and was sniped, but 2P can be a really nice African River thief too. Oh, that's interesting because I don't really know where player will play the thief. Wei is for probably a. I would play Wei on Zimbabwe. I would play Hindustani probably on Arena because Hindustani on Arena is such a good thief. Then Mongols for slopes probably. That let me Burgundians. Burgundians is also a strong close map thief, but can be really useful on African River because of the Flemish militia, you know. And what do you play on Nomad? Incas or Saracens? I think Incas is probably better on Nomad. I'm not sure about it, but I would have do something like that for Leureduthé. In this draft, I think that it will be this and this, and such an unusual thief draft after that. I really prefer Leureduthé thief draft, except the lack of Chinese pick early, you know. That's for a close map, probably Arena, because I don't think that Zimbabwe is a strong T10 map. Bengali probably for Zimbabwe. And what do you play on Nomad? Byzantine maybe? Byzantine can be a strong Nomad pick. And Byzantine counters well is Inca, so if I think I am against a Byzantine player, I will take Saracens instead of Incas at the last pick, you know? Franks can also be played on slopes, but against Mongols, I'm not sure about this pick. I think it can be this way. Bengalis and Byzantine can be inverted. Bengalis is also a strong nomad thief. And Byzantine is also a strong Zimbabwe thief, I think. Well, I propose that we go on the game. I will start capture age, you know, and I will put you on the correct scene if I can. Okay, let's start on Zimbabwe, guys. And we will have a Bengali against Wei. Was that what I told at the start? I think so. Yeah. I guessed well. So Zimbabwe, this is the map where you have a lot of hunt right there in the bottom area of the map. you have a golden stone and a hill, a nice hill to take advantage of the hill bonus on the top of the map. And you have at each corner one relic on the food part of the map and one relic on the gold and stone part of the map. Okay? It seems that Leureduthé isn't listening to my streams because, as I said always, this shouldn't be taken for now. This should be taken when you are eating Castle Age and drop a TC on the zebra and the wood, and that makes you a great food income, as I say always, and as Power Shaman is laughing at me every time when I'm saying it. And RedClifford is trying to control the first rhino that Leureduthé could bring back, and will bring back his own rhino. So he's making loom to ensure that he can do that. But I think Leureduthé isn't playing the map as he should start playing it, you know. And I think Clifford is hesitating. Okay, just bring back one. He could have tried to bring back this one and take this one after that, because he has his scouts here, and he could have tried to help body block the rhino with his scouts, you know. That's well done. Only one hit taken. Let's see about what strategies both players will do. I think as a way, I would definitively, yeah, that's the word, I think, goes for a fast feudal and a way feudal boom with all economic upgrades, you know, and trying to reach Castle Age and play unit unique Tiger Cave with a great all-in early Castle Age, and snowball on my vills that I will have a bonus for my technologies. And as a Bengalis, I may, well, if I know that the game plan of my opponent, I would just go with ratas because or with monks, and try just to control the relic, because monks are really efficient. Bengalese monks are insane. They are bonus armor that makes them really, how to say that? Oh, come on. RedClifford, no! And Leureduthé will see this. He's seeing this, so the Ville will probably die. Oh, he rebooted the two elephants. Okay, well, at least Leureduthé just managed to stop the lure of the elephants, but he lost the HP war in the Scout Wars. He should just take care, or he took a free hit again. And now that he's clicking feudal, fast feudal, he doesn't have to take, he shouldn't take this fight. I don't know why he's taking it, because he's upping fast feudal, you know. And I don't know why he took this fight, but he's making a barrack with a militia? Oh. What is plan here? He will man-at-arm trash? No, he took some gold. He will just take enough gold to click man-at-arm, I think. So we will see a man-at-arm. I'm not sure about the game plan on this map, because you have so much food income if you are managing to bring back some elephant from the middle of the map, from the bottom of the map, that you are getting less impact, you know, by this. A bit more micro. Okay. And yes, we are seeing a man-at-arm trash. Oh, that's the first time I'm seeing a monotone trash on this map. There is not enough veil to drop this tower. It should have been 4 veils. At least. And he's hitting the gate, so that means by the time he will kill the gate, he's just making 1 damage. 1 or 2 damage. 2 or 3 damage. Well, it seems to depend, but he's not making enough damage to the gate. So, and the stone wall have less HP than the gate, so he should have hit the stone wall, I think, with this Minotaur instead of hitting the gate. And by the time the gate will break, RedClifford will have a nice feudal time and he will be really safe, you know. I'm not even sure that he will want to defend it fast, you know. I don't know if he has clicked loom. Yes, he has clicked loom. Yes, I forgot that he clicked loom early to bring back his elephant. So I'm not sure about the game plan of Leureduthé here. He made already 2 economic upgrades. That means he will have a lot of 2 vills first. So he managed to match the Bengalis bonus, you know. Or force mana terms, okay. But he will need to do also stone upgrade and gold upgrade too. And well, he will just face a castle here and Ratas, I think. And I don't know how we will manage to do damage, you know? RedClifford doesn't take any risk. He's making a tower here to counter the push. But seeing that, Leureduthé just have to go there, for example, and drop a tower here. That's so dangerous. If I were RedClifford, I would just delete this palisade, put a stone gate here, and all the army will be trapped, you know. That was a fake good idea from Leureduthé. And now he won't be able to do any damage unless he make a tower here to just prevent the gold from being taken, you know. And the wood too, but he won't be able to find any damage, and that's why I'm not sure about this game plan about Minotaur tower, Minotaur trash, you know. Fletching done, so turret from RedClifford will have the range. Monastery made to convert, and yeah, I don't get that game plan from Leureduthé right now. This Minotaur have almost no impact, and this turret was bad because he should have made it somewhere here, you know, to just contest the gold and the wood and the lumber camp, but this one doesn't contest anything, so it's a bad tower, you know. Last time I played on this matchup, way against Bengalis, I was way. I don't know if you remember, it was in ladder, and I was I knew the Bengali will fast castle, so I just made a feudal boom way and clicked castle age, and I tried to play the Tiger Cave. And it appears that Tiger Cave are not that good against Ratas and monks, because monks because of the bonks mostly. And I was thinking about this matchup since, because I think that Bengalis counters well away. And I was thinking about that I should have gone on Xianbei, you know, because I think Xianbei are better than Ratas in a large number, you know, and cost efficiently. He's taking relics, so that's well played from RedClifford. And this Rata will counter the Man at Arms, I think. And yeah, I was thinking that Xianbei should have been my call, maybe, instead of going with full Tiger Cav, you know. And I didn't really play well this game, but I think Bengali is a really nice counter to Wei. Because Rata counters, well, maybe not counters, but with Monk counters Tiger Cav. And even if you are not playing this well, oh come on, this Monk is, well, this Monk just bring back the relics easier. And well, I was just thinking about this matchup, and still have no solution as a Wei player, because Bengalis counters well even the strongest momentum where Weis are strong, well, Bengali are strong enough to counter them, you know. So I think it's a really hard matchup. And already 3 relics for RedClifford. And Leureduthé is over-investing, you know, on his Kerms to counter Ratas. And so both players are not booming at all. We'll see a TC probably here, because we see 100 stone and lots of Vil here. He may want to buy just wood to drop his TC here. Oh, he force dropped, okay. The TC should have been here, by the way. And Leureduthé is starting to boom, okay. Now that he has Elite Scarm to protect his boom. But, well, Elite Scarm are good, but are not that good, because, well, again, monks, Bengalese monks, can just carry the fights, have nice conversion, you know, and just can carry the fight, because they don't take so much damage from scams. They are taking 2 per hit, you know. And RedClifford will have the 6th relic, I think. That's huge. The reason, yeah, here, and he's taking the last. I don't know how Leureduthé can win this game right now. How can you win against a matchup advantage for Bengalis? How can you win when your opponent have 6 relics? And are more villies than you, and, well, the only advantage that Leureduthé has right now is because he has his economic upgrades, where his opponent haven't. Oh, but RedClifford, you should go on melee mode right now, because if you are not going at melee mode, you won't kill those skirms, you know. And now that you are in melee mode, well, skirms are dead, and That was a mistake from Leureduthé, thinking that he could clean this with Skirms. Can't. This Mangonel will need some reparation. Or maybe not, because the other one just goes in front of it and protected it. So they will clean both towers without the need of reparation. That's well played. And we see an expand right now on the top of the map, on the almost the highest hill, you know. That's a nice expand, and you will want drop a castle as fast as possible here to protect the expand and to have the heal bonus damage. Come on, Leureduthé, you are not on this. And but if he sees it, Leureduthé will want to take a fast advantage, you know. Going with his Gaussian Bay and drop castle this TC. If he's not making it, well, he's already in a bad position, you know, but he will be in a worse position. I hope that by this time you are all drinking a lot of water, as I am doing, because well, in France they seems to be they announce 40 degrees. Yeah, the castle drop, as I said, and protected by the Gaussian Bay. This castle drop is really important for Leureduthé, so he managed to know and to see that this castle drop was mandatory, you know, to stay in the game, and he made it. Well, nice trade from Leureduthé. And RedClifford has to leave the highest hill. Now that Leureduthé has a castle, will he make some Tiger Cave or not? That's my question. But yeah, with 3 monks, he would like to make a stable, at least to make husbandry and to make bloodlines, you know. Okay, Leureduthé deleted that Gaussian Bay. And he's not dropping any stables, but he's dropping more farms. We may wanted to another TC and drop farms around the TC, you know. You are not limited to have 3 TC in the game. It's not a hard limit, you know. It's only yourself that you are dropping this as a limit. Imperial Age from RedClifford. He already has 1,700 gold from relics, and it will still increase. But in economic, because Leureduthé had his economic upgrade faster than his opponent, he has a nice eco lead despite the red gold, you know. And he's making all his economic upgrades. That's so bad that Leureduthé didn't think about on cart right now, because okay, he's making it. Because on cart is the most powerful economic upgrade of the game, you know. And with Wade, you want it as soon as your castle, you want to click wheelbarrow and on cart, or if you have not clicked wheelbarrow before the castle timing, you know. So on cart is maybe the thing you want the most in this game. RedClifford is starting to prepare his treboir. That's not useful, I think. Leureduthé, what are you doing? Pikes is clicked. Pikes that will boost attacks from elephant, and for ratas should have been clicked here, and starting Treb War right now here, from here. I don't know what will he play, because he has no production building. So if he wants to play ratas, he should have taken more stone. And since I saw the carve upgrade, I thought it was a elephant start, you know. But it isn't, because there is only one stable. And okay, so I think it will be a Rata play, because we're seeing Ring Archer or more chemistry, so it's all upgrades for Ratas. And this is nice play from Leureduthé. He's making so much nice reds, and he will need to repair this castle. He forgot to do masonry while helping, but he's starting to play tiger calves. And if his opponent isn't aware of that play, he sees them leave, so he knows that it will be tiger calf. Masonry is clicked, so it's well played from Leureduthé. It will make him he can't repair, because the castle has the range on most of the villas. That's why some villas died on the castle. 4, to be honest. And to play Tiger Calf, you will need more castles, and you have no more castles. Only this one. So, and no siege workshop planned to make traction trebuchet. I think Leureduthé is going with too many plays, and Xianbei play was a good one, and he didn't follow it. This one, you know. Going Xianbei and then going with skirms, heavy skirms, I think that will have been the best plan. And going with his own light cav after that, you know. But, well, he will be able to clean all these trebs and all this army with that amount of tiger cav without losing much. T10 is clicked. T10 is a passive food production from soldiers. And all the traps were taken. You do not need to stay right now, Leureduthé. But you will need to have... this castle is bad. You should have make him here if you wanted to drop a castle around the top of the map. But the better castle you could have put is on your defense, on your economic, because your opponent is raiding you so well, and is making the correct upgrade Mahayana. That means that his village count, 10% of his village count won't cost population, so he can have around 10 military number more architecture to all these castles, and he's going light cav. I don't get that light cav play, but it will help him to raid. And since Leureduthé economy isn't very well defended right now, well, it can be a nice move. But I think what he wants the most is Rata mass, you know, with elite Rata, and maybe a switch on Elephant Archer one day. Did he make Redemption? No, he didn't make Redemption. Neither block printing. That could be a nice move. Redemption and block printing against Traction Trebuchet is always a nice move, you know. And seeing that mass of tiger calf, maybe you want to go to Orb too, instead of going to light calves. Well, the god tier play would have been either, instead of going light calf ratas, going full elephant. Because Leureduthé has nothing to do against elephants, and mostly elephant Bengalis that are really resistant to bonus damage and everything like that. I'm not sure that way have all border, but yes, they have all border, but they lack the last infantry upgrade, defensive upgrade. And elephant should have been such a powerful pick. Hey, brother. C'est cool. C'est pas du direct, c'est du replay, mais ouais, il est face à un adversaire assez solide, hein, notre cher Leureduthé. Well, as I said, the god tier move would have been elephant, I think. But no one is used to make elephant. And no block printing yet. Block printing is mandatory for monks. Okay, this one was converted. I think block print no, still don't block printing. But Tiger Cave, Elite Tiger Cave is killing everything, and maybe Leureduthé will do it. I don't know how we manage to win this match. He didn't even made the out Mingwanga armor, you know, and he's still winning this fight. I don't know if RedClifford just slept or if his light calf transition just killed him. Ouais, c'est ça, hein, je le voyais pas perdre. En tant que Bengali contre Wei, je trouve le match-up tellement en faveur du Bengali et je le voyais pas du tout perdre ce match. Et en fait, Elite Tiger Cave ont l'air de faire le café de ouf. Hein. And that's GG. Such a... I don't know if it's a win from Leureduthé or a loss from RedClifford right now. Leureduthé played very well his late game and his combos, it seems. He just made the right units. I don't get how we managed to win this one. Maybe the economic difference, because he made his economic upgrades faster than his opponent. His opponent stayed around 100 villas all the game, I think. He forgot to produce since he was early imp. And the light calf transition may have killed him, because light calf had no use in this fight, you know, and this game. So yeah, I think if he has gone any other unit instead of light cav, it could have been a win. I don't really know what happened in this game, really. I think the light cav transition was so bad, and the farm economic was bad also for RedClifford. That's why he lost, maybe. I think if he just had simpler game plan, you know, you are going fast ratas, elite rata if you need to hold the start of your imperial age and the timing that you manage to add with the imperial age. Then once you have a rata mass, you start transitioning with elephant, and I don't know what the Wei can do against that combo. You also forgot block printing. That means that you couldn't convert from farther range, so you had less conversion that you should have had, you know. Maybe a RedClifford thought with his 6 relics that he would win this game easily, and didn't manage, maybe underestimated Leureduthé. I'm not sure about it. But Leureduthé, what he did great is he controlled the side, the top of the map. He had expanded with a nice farm economic, and his economic upgrades carried him a lot, because even without the relics, he had so much resources collected better. That was a nice play from Leureduthé. I'm not sure that he was supposed to win this matchup, but he managed to. So well played, Leureduthé. So that's a win from the first pick against a 5th pick. Okay. So we will go on the second map. And the second map is Slopes. And okay, interesting, guys, interesting. Knowing that you will face Tatars, or thinking that you will face Tatars, instead of going with Mongols, you get on Hindustanis. That's interesting from Leureduthé. So Slopes is that map where the most Arabia-like map on the tournament, where you can wall on the easily. Well, Leureduthé has a bad map, but usually you can wall easily with the forest, the small forest that you have. You have a large forest here and here on the side, and you have I don't know how to say that, shrine, pounds, I don't know, with 2 shellfishes and 4 deers, you know, at each corner of the map. So we often see people just bringing back the deers from this area and not going to expand it because it's dangerous, you know, to make an expand here. But I think that if you manage to do a great expand on one or both sides, you have so much advantage compared to your opponent that you can crush a game, you know. So it's a risky move. You need to defend it, but if you are making it well, it's really impactful, you know, on the game. I think I prefer RedClifford map because of that. This wall and this wall can be really easy. He has maybe a better natural wall than Leureduthé has. Or you can just wall also here and just wall from there to have a nice back base, you know, with a gold and 2 forests. And if you wall here and here, this forest can be just unkillable and, well, be safe. Okay, the word safe is better. Tu serais parti sur éléphant bengali pour gérer les tigres. Ouais, mais moi aussi. je vois pas vraiment ce que Wei peut faire contre des éléphants bengali. So 3 on wood for Leureduthé, only 2 on wood from RedClifford, so that may be a start scout rush with a faster time. Both players mill their berries, so they won't expand on this area or this area. They will stay safe at home. And both players are bringing back some deers from this area. And we will be a 18 pop for RedClifford. And 19 pop for Leureduthé. Okay, so people will transition with more villas on wood, 8 on wood for RedClifford. No second lumber camp. I would have really made a second lumber camp for RedClifford here, you know, to have a safe forest, you know. And Leureduthé is also transitioning. He made a first barrack, and neither of he's taking some gold, so he may start archer instead of going with it will be a straight archer start. He can't he will try to manatam with that late barrack. Okay, probably Leureduthé didn't saw the last manatam build from CScan video from CScan, you know, because this build order, well, his barrack is built so late and he didn't made well, he didn't took enough gold to click manatarms, and well, that's not a great build order from Leureduthé. He could have done better. I hope that you will check on on CScan video about how to do a manatarm. So he knows that he's against a scout rush because he scouted the lack of gold taken. So he's making a manatarm. He's adding a spear, probably forward, and then he will click manatarm. That's a nice move. I hope the spear will go forward because he has nothing to save right now. And he's going with this archer is too fast because he's not making any he took some arrows from the TC. He can dive. This isn't an efficient wall TC, so he can dive if you want to. The spear is going forward. Well, nice micro. Nice micro for Leureduthé. Okay. And now we should dive. He just have to dive. He dive and he can kill another villager or two. Well, but he didn't make any economic upgrade and he will fall behind everything that his opponent can do. If you're going with a manatarms, with a forward lance, forward pike, and everything like that, and if you are not making your economic upgrades, that means that you have to add you have to have an impact, you know. If you have no impact with your manatarms, like this is not having any impact. He's just playing too passive. For that, he should have tried to dive and try to have an impact on this area, you know. And without this impact, well, he will just fall behind his opponent. Well, hopefully his opponent didn't make our scholars for Leureduthé, but he should have just have gone with our scholar RedClifford, but well. And by being late and not having an impact on your manatarms, you will just, well, fall behind the game, you know, and give the win to your opponent. Your opponent just have to handle without taking any damage. This ville will have to back, and he will just have to force the wall here and finish his house, and the game. And he's so safe, you know. Well, the lack of horse color is terrible for RedClifford, but everything else is good. And since Leureduthé is putting, is applying pressure on his opponent, he can go on the map and try to take the neutral resources on the map, but since he needs to make damage and to keep the pressure, because if the scout goes forward and just finds these villies, there are 3 villies dead, you know. And because RedClifford has the initiative, because he's making the counter unit, so he has the initiative, and by having the initiative, that means that Leureduthé can't really stay here usually, you know, and he has to be fast walled. Both players have dropped few farms. 8 for Leureduthé, 7 for RedClifford. RedClifford still have his ship and starter bonus that carries you when you're making when you're playing Tatars, that because your ship lasts 50% longer. So you can make all your upgrades economic before starting to farm usually. And now that he bring back and he has the sieve and the unit advantage, he will go forward and he will take also his resources. But going forward with skirms but without his scouts is... There is a hole, isn't it? Or there is a tree here? I think there is a hole. No, there is a tree. Okay, I see it because this box is starting to be gray, so it should be a tree here. Yeah. And Leureduthé is clicked Castle Age, making Horse Collar right now, and he will try to snowball on his archer mats if he's not losing them. There is so much scam from RedClifford, you know. RedClifford is scouting on this area, but not on this one. And Leureduthé is scouting also on the wrong side, you know. Oh! Leureduthé is making the same thing that he made at Leureduthé. He will go with crossbow, try to have a timing, and then he will go with Ghulam. And by going with crossbow +2, he will provoke the elite skirm defense, and then with Ghulam, he will just crush the elite skirms. But he will lose 3 villies here. But he needs to... He really needs to go with crossbow and +2 attack. Oh, he stopped fletching. So his opponent may not fall in the trap because Leureduthé didn't make the upgrades he should have made, you know, in order to play an archer play. And I think those... Come on. I don't remember if crossbow have better line of sight. Hello madre, ¿cómo estás? But yeah, he just get to a middle play without making crossbow. That's the most terrible lose I have seen in my life. He wanted to delete this palisade and instead deleted his castle. I have no word for that. I have no word for that. Yeah, I would have believed too, but come on, at this level you can't do that. So it's a, it's a win for RedClifford on this map. That was ugly, Leureduthé. That was ugly. You can't do that. Okay, let's go on the draft, guys. I'm sorry for your misclick. You shouldn't be sorry for that. Well, not to me at least. Okay, guys, we'll go on the third map then. The third map is African River. And on African River, I played Chinese against Burgundian, but since Mongol weren't taken, it's obviously Mongol on African River. That's also a top sieve. And Chinese are so strong on this map. I think I still prefer Chinese and Mongols. This house is a bit early. I'm sure that as a Chinese, I would like to lame a Mongol on this map because I have loom faster, you know, and I would have sent one village to just kill the ostrich and the natural zebra that to prevent him from taking back, and oh, he took one hit one hit more, you know. And instead of that, it seems that Leureduthé will lame. I'm sure that as a Chinese, I would have done that, you know. You have loom faster. Once you have a veal production that is enough fast, you just go with one veal and lame everything that you can lame for the Mongol player, you know. And if you are doing that, well, you prevent the Mongol player from having all his part of his economic boost, you know. We have 5 on wood, so we will see a dock for RedClifford. So a less impact on the land, and same for Leureduthé. We'll see a dock too for Leureduthé. Panic houses that is made, but well, it's okay. I don't know why you are taking this buffalo so far from your TC. Well, dock is going so late. He should have made 4s and 1 to drop the dock and check by scouting where the dock would have been the most efficient. This dock isn't efficient. This dock is efficient. So he should have made the dock here and scout better the area he wanted to go with his dock, you know. And should have made the same probably here. When you scoot, on this map there is 3 objectives that you need to scoot fast, you know. And the first objective you need to scoot is where is your wood lane. The second one is where is your lakes and where is the best dock position on your lake. And the third thing you have to scoot is what your opponent is doing. And I'm not sure that bringing back ostrich is a nice move on this map. I would prefer chase them at distance, you know, because they are not so far from your TC. And information is probably most important right now than bringing back ostrich, you know. At least knowing if there is a dock or not, so seeing the lumber camp and the number of vills on the lumber camp should help, you know. Mongol click without loom, and we will see another man at arm. I don't know what this builder. I think he's trying to make a dock and to find the pound with the dock. They are always at the same place, Leureduthé. And this one isn't efficient at all. Only this fish will be efficient. You should have made it here. But that's a lack of scooting, because you bring back deers and you are making a man at arm, but you didn't have scoot what your opponent is doing. You could have just see walls on the resources, and well, your man at arm wouldn't be able to do anything, you know. But now you see that the barrack is just going up, so you may see that you have something to do in this game. But see, your opponent saw your man at arm, he just walls, and loom is maybe made a bit early, because you just saw the barrack that was built, so, and the e-scoot, well, you trade HP with e-scoot, so you didn't need it loom right now. You may need it soon, I'm sure about it, but not right now, you know. You could have delayed it a bit better. Oh, and the nice trap for the scoot. The scoot will die, that's well played. Where is the follow-up for Leureduthé? On map where he shouldn't make any too aggressive follow-up, he's making such aggressive follow-up. And oh, there was a mistake from RedClifford that he is losing 2 vills on this mistake. And on map that you should go with a more aggressive follow-up, you're just making an economic one. I don't get it. Leureduthé. Should refresh your lumber camp fast. And you're going with a full militia play. I didn't see if you take arson. Yes, you take arson, that's why. Maybe he was surprised about your arson tech. Yeah, you should refresh faster your urban camp because your vills aren't efficient at all. 70% of efficiency. That's less than Dark Age villas, you know. Well, you have taken 300 gold to not make any archers, you know. But well, Man at Arms Scheme is a nice play also. You need to make your proper Hulk right now in order to counter that. So that amount of archers, so that means you will make a blacksmith, probably your defensive upgrade, I hope. And you're making your own Hulk. If your opponent isn't microing well, you can drop your Hulk here in stand ground, you know, and just try to aggro the other Hulks and make your dog hit the Hulks. But if your opponent is microing, you just have to make a galley, you know. Just bring it back. Here. Oh. It may have been late. No, not go out of your range. Okay. Yes, you have go too far. So you all outranges your dog. And so the play was good for RedClifford. And you are going under the TC with your army. That's so bad also. And I don't know why, against someone that is playing lots of archers, why you're going fletching first. It could have been explained if you have made some galleys, you know, and going to fletching, but against someone with a better mass of archers than you have as skirms, you really need your defensive upgrade. Even faster than other upgrades, you know? Well, you managed to defend here, okay. And now that there is a good transition, because he has his fishing economy really safe in the early of the game. And yeah, you will lose all your skirms that are mispositioned. And he will clean your man-at-arms and skirm alone with his archers. So I think game is over. I don't know how you can back from this this position on the game, but I said that also at the first game, and you managed to back. So maybe you will be the same thing again. RedClifford seems to want to expand to the side, and you may see it because you saw Villies go on this area, and that's why you drop your militias here. But yeah, you will go so fast castle, and I don't know how you can handle the early castle Chinese. You will just go with crossbow, bodkin arrow. Even he may also be able to do his economic upgrades. I'm not sure that he needs to add scouts right now. But crossbow plus bodkin arrow, how you counter that? You need to drop another tower. That's for sure. Maybe here to protect this area, you know. Here you are wall, so you risk less aggression, but you will also need a tower here. And yeah, this won't up. I think that will be cleaned. And your skirm is around there. Protect your armies and your tower. And when you will see Castle Age, I think you will just say GG. Merci Guillaume pour le prime, c'est trop cool. Merci beaucoup. J'espère que tu vas bien en ce dimanche matin. And now we see a TC dropped, Siege Workshop dropped, Crossbow and Bokin Arrow, as I said. Oh, there is a hole. Leureduthé, you need to stop this. And I don't know why you are still in the game, because probably you click Castle Age. And you're making a great clean, but you lose so much. Did he make the... No, he didn't make the Hulk upgrade. And we'll see a rocket card. Maybe a knight play? No? I think by seeing that, RedClifford just have to make 2 knights. The Siege Workshop is a good idea. Maybe I would have done our ram first, you know? With 1 or 2 rams on this TEC, and with 2 knights and my crossbow mass, I think that could have just be killed easily, you know? And I am questioning myself about making docks here and going with fire, Castle Age fires. And I'm not sure. I think it can just kill the TC so fast too. Okay, Castle Age. What will you do, Leureduthé? What will you do? You can drop a castle right now. So... And we'll see a knight transitioning. And yeah, he's making... Obviously, you are showing your scheme, so he's making knights. But he already has a rocket card, you know. He should just have gone with his rocket card, I think, against your scheme. And will you hold until you have your castle and Mango dies, maybe? Elite schemes are upped. You're trying to micro something that you shouldn't be trying to micro. Yeah, this one is alone, you have right to focus. Hi Ando, I'm fine, what about you? And they are both 1,600 elo. I don't know how you still survive. Oh. Okay, and you're calling the GG right now. Okay. I didn't saw that you made some aggression here, but yeah, maybe not enough to counter that, you know. I think that's a bad snipe, you know. I think Chinese on this map is stronger than Persian on Nomad or Persian on other maps, you know. So even if he didn't have used 100% of his Chinese capacity, I think it's so far stronger than others, even than Mongols, you know. Let's go on the draft, guys. So African River was lost from, again, Chinese against Mongols. So we will have Burgundians on a closed map. Probably Arena then. And still Saracens or Incas on Nomad. And depending on who Burgundians will face, maybe Teutons, we'll see probably Byzantines on Nomad. Yeah, I saw on DAO because Shirar casted you, and I saw that you were up to a game 5 on slops, and I didn't see the game, but it seems that you made a really nice set, yes, against Lils, and Lils is a strong player too. And on slops, he had his favorite sieve, I think, Gorjaras, but I think Gorjaras are not the best sieve on slop. So I don't know how it ended yet, but I will look at it at my on private, you know, since you already have been casted. Hello Plock, comment tu vas? So we'll go on the fourth game on Arena. Probably I expect Teutons against Burgundians. Oh no, we will go on Nomad first. We'll go on Nomad first. So Leureduthé wanted to play, yes, obviously, he wanted to play his home map, Nomad. And on Nomad, oh, merci pour le Prime Block, c'est trop cool, je te remercie. And on Nomad, we have Saracens against Byzantines, you know? That's what I expected, since you can't play Incas where Byzantine is out, because I don't know what Incas can do against Byzantines, you know? It's a Civ matchup like Franks against Teutons. I don't know what you do as Franks against Teutons. Well, as Incas against Byzantine, I don't know what you can do too. Or you can do either. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, what about the starting position of both players? Clifford seems to have made a pasture, a Byzantine pasture, while blocking the deers on the side and the berries. He will be in trouble because his only stone is here and it will be contested by Leureduthé. So on this map, it seems that Leureduthé is a bit more lucky because he has such a wood line here, and this wood line is not helping RedClifford because he won't be able to expand behind of it, or expand safely behind of it. And more of that, the map seems again unbalanced because there is no resources at all here. So RedClifford seems to be in a really bad spot. Oh, and he will lose his ville. No. Leureduthé is a nice guy, he didn't lame. So by seeing that, and that he has no boar at all, he just has this one, and this one hasn't been scouted yet, and he misses this one at 1x. Oh, so yeah, he will be in trouble to produce more vills, you know. He saw this one, but maybe don't want to bring it back with a 11 HP vill. I don't know. And he's using one of his best efficient vill on the shorefish. That's the efficient vill, the most efficient vill he have, and he's using it to build houses instead of taking his scouting vill that were with 11 HP, you know. And he should have just make the houses with 11 HP vill. At least he found this one. He still not found this one, but Leureduthé may find it with his ship if he's scouting a bit more. I think Leureduthé has a better positionment on the map than his opponent. And still going with houses with your most efficient food income ville, it's not nice at all. Both players are close on the water too, so we may see a water play. Oh, he saw the ball. He saw the ball. Okay, RedClifford just breathing a bit now, and about the idling, Leureduthé has 26 seconds of idle TC. But yeah, he's one fish ahead his opponent. And both players have made loom. Okay. I am curious about what this game will go. Will RedClifford try to protect this turn and go for a trush on Leureduthé? Will he go with... I think Leureduthé is going for a fish boom. Maybe. Doesn't have so much ville on food. He's making a second lumber camp. He may want to go with another dock in one or the other side. But he still don't have seen where RedClifford is. But RedClifford saw the houses with a ship, so RedClifford knows that Leureduthé is taking his fishes here. And hopefully Leureduthé is going to the correct side to drop a second dock. So Leureduthé will fish boom. That means that if RedClifford is making such a good impact on the start, oh come on, don't. Yeah, bring another one. I don't know what happened here. But okay, it's a dead one. So if RedClifford was going for a trush and aggressive feudal play, Leureduthé could have been in trouble. Because, well, Leureduthé can expand on this side, on this area, but he could have been... his second lumber camp is here, and he doesn't have any more forest to take, you know? And on this case, if you are going for a fish boom, I recommend you to make your lumber camp on another forest, because if you are getting denied by an aggressive play, Thrush or Archer, you know, you just can be ejected from wood and have no wood income left, you know. So positionment is such strange on this map, and I don't know what RedClifford will play. Will we see a second duck? Where is the ville that was here? There is no more ville here. Oh, he's trying to put a dock, I think, here. But Leureduthé is really farming. He saw the dock. So he will drop a tower. Will he drop a tower here? Or maybe closer to the dock? I don't know what he will do. He's trying to fast castle. Okay. That's why we didn't see any buildings. He's going for a fast castle. And he will try to drop a dock, I think, here. To contest water with fires. Leureduthé is making the same thing, but he didn't opt with enough fishes to have a nice food income, but he can do a market to sell resources and use it to up castlage at the same time. And we have a stone taken. And I don't know what this ville is doing. But when he saw 3 dogs, so maybe he say by sowing the dogs, he is saying that he will put pressure on the land really fast. But Leureduthé just, yeah, he sold his stone, just bought food and clicked. Does Leureduthé knows about this? No, he doesn't know. He knows that there is a TC probably here, but he doesn't know anything. I'm really curious about what will be the plan for both players. Leureduthé is making a galley opening, okay. That's a cis can play. 1 or 2 galleys instead and then going on hulks or on fires. It depends. It's a really cis can play opening, you know. And we'll see a drop castle for no. Leureduthé knows it. Right now he knows, okay, I will get castle drop here. I will need to escape. But Byzantine castle drops are not the best castle drops ever, you know? He should make lots of palisade here to prevent the castle drop, and he's not making. He will just try to base stone and drop towers in response in answer. But the castle is not well positioned, so it's okay for Leureduthé. Just okay. We'll just expand on this side, you know. Yeah, going there, going there. And do some monks to convert and contest all the game plan of RedClifford, I think. Because obviously there will be at least 1 cataphract to try to kill the vills before no cataphracts at all. You saw that he's going and trying to expand here. You need to do at least 1 cataphract. Maybe 2, but at least 1. Just to kill some villas, you know? That here you are not killing anything. And your castle isn't used because it's just taking nothing, you know? You lost such an opportunity to do damage, RedClifford. And Leureduthé food is growing high because he's having 16 fishing ships that are recollecting, you know, that are collecting, not recollecting, collecting. It's better. And Leureduthé should just expand with more docks, you know. And we'll see a fire galley play for RedClifford. And Leureduthé is well expanding on the side. He has made some monks. Monks will take probably this relic first. And they are now here to protect from the cataphracts, so now we can't go with cataphracts. And he's making a siege workshop. What are you searching with this ville? Stone? Yeah. Because a TC here would have been great. You have some hunt close, a shorefish close. A TC here is great too. It's so bad that you didn't see send your fires with your castle age upgrades. You would have cleaned everything. And you should make more docks. Even those fishes could have been backed. You can make a dock here and fish from here, you know? Wow, okay. Imperial timing? What do you do at Imperial timing? But this will stop any pushes that RedClifford would want to do, because with this Imperial timing, you can just make Monk or Redemption block printing, and well, that's it, you know. You can't push against monks on this Imperial age. Redemption block printing, and that will be it. You will drop a castle, a counter castle to answer probably. Well, if I was him, I would try to drop it here, but to protect my trebuchet from and to fight with them, no? His redemption sanctity block printing. I would try to drop it here, but he may want to secure the game and just drop it another way. Oh, that's a nice castle, but that will be answer. Did he saw it? Oh, he didn't saw. He didn't saw the castle. This castle is huge. Well, unfortunately, Leureduthé is going to amp before the castle could kill the TC, but this castle is quite huge. And he will want to go with his own castle here now, Leureduthé. The sanctity is untagged. Yeah, his own castle here. A bit late, you know. Well, RedClifford didn't expect that Imperial Age timing. Okay, another dock was made here. Block printing, chemistry, siege workshop, so we'll see traps, we'll see bombard cannons. And Clifford will have a hard time, you know. He could have made 3 or 4 hulks to counter that and keep his fishes economic, but for now, RedClifford isn't fighting it. But he could want it, you know. One trebuchet. Yeah, RedClifford is played with the market to go to Imperial Age 2. Come on, the Hulk should fight. Leureduthé, your Hulk should fight. Oh, come on. Well, this castle will probably fall. Maybe before Imp Age. I think RedClifford should want to repair it, you know, because it's a nice castle positionment. This one is really nice. This one is weak, but this one is really nice, you know, because it controls all the map. And since this is a Byzantine castle, it will make so long to fall that maybe we'll let him time to go with a trebuchet, his own trebuchet, and make the Leureduthé castle to fall. And he's going with on cannoneers. Okay. Yeah, because you have a good economic food income. Okay, I get it. I think RedClifford should have wanted to repair this castle. Okay, and now he will push this one and try to push this area, but this area isn't the main area of RedClifford right now because he expanded on this side. So it may be not that worse, you know. And he's dropping a castle here. Well, I would definitely have put a castle here instead of this one. Because, well, he has trebuchet here that are safe. He has bombard cannon. And he has block printing monk. He can't... This castle will fall whatever, you know. So I just would have saved this my eco and my expanding of on the map. What you are doing? If I were RedClifford right now, what could I do? Yeah, bombard cannon, okay, but then what you wanna do? Because you have nothing to counters. Okay, but Kinaro, we have a crossbowman switch. Market is getting killed. And you will try to go what? Light calves? Because you saw the monks? I don't know. I'm not a good nomad player, you know. So I will probably fail as a... When I'm taking some choices on nomad, I probably won't do the correct one because I'm not used to play the map and to... And I think it miss something to me to better understand this map, you know. Hello, brebis forte, comment tu vas? Ah oui. Rédemption, block printing, et hop, un BBC pour nous. Même si on en a perdu deux. Oh, this castle is huge. I think RedClifford didn't saw that Leureduthé had redemption and block printing. So this castle can't be up, can't be placed, you know. RedClifford is trying to drop it, but if Leureduthé had attacked it faster, you need to kill the monks with the bombard cannon first, or to conversion. Come on. That's because you are not hitting the monk first. You hit the trebuchet first, and trebuchet is making you damage, you know, but less damage than two monks that are converting to bombard cannons, you know. Ballistic done for Leureduthé. That's a nice game from Leureduthé, you know. And he managed to save almost all his fishes. And, well, now that will start to be less effective. But the fishes has carried him, you know. Oh, and this castle on the farm economy? That could be devastating. And we still are not seeing much trebuchet from RedClifford, but a trebuchet that is hidden here can be shot by bombard cannon because the castle can protect it if he has a brasser, you know, and can range the castle. Well, 2 monks for a bombard cannon. Okay. Okay, so Si vous entendez trop ma copine dans le chat, n'hésitez pas à me le dire, que je lui tape derrière la tête. Un petit coup sec derrière la nuque là et pof. I don't know what Leureduthé RedClifford can do right now. I think he just lost the game. Yeah, GG. So, Leureduthé played very well this game, I think. The fish boom carried him all over the game, I think. And even if the Imperial Age timing was almost without economy, he managed to still keep booming and add land economy after this Imperial Age. So that was well played from him, you know. So we'll go on the last game, I think. And about the draft, so we had a win from Leureduthé on Nomad with Byzantines that are losing against Saracens. So we have Teutons and Franks against Burgundians or Incas. So it will definitively be Burgundians and Teutons on this arena map. And the last game of the set. That was a nice set, I think. Both players are playing well. Well, it's a shame that Leureduthé deleted his castle on the game 2. But for now, players are showing great games and great spectacle. I don't know how to say that. Great show, you know. So in this arena, we can have RedClifford with Teutons. That will it seems to be a rabbit arena, you know. So RedClifford may have an advantage with Teutons because his farm will cost less, but Burgundian's farm will have there is. No, I didn't. I could well 6 rabbits. So you don't want to mill the rabbit with 6 rabbits. It's not viable. But Burgundians will have his economic upgrade earlier, and it seems that Leureduthé failed already with the build order because you need to have 7 villes on food at the start in order to build faster your wood upgrade, you know. So it seems that Leureduthé don't really know about the Burgundian play and Burgundian build order, you know. And meanwhile, the build for RedClifford is easier, you know, to do. He started to take his rabbit long distance really fast, I think. Ouais, on est d'accord, hein, Ploc, hein, c'est un joli set entre les deux joueurs. Moi j'aime bien en tout cas, je passe un bon moment à les caster. And you think Burgundians have advantage? I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure at all about it because Teutons have siege engineers, better albs, better everything, you know. The only thing that Burgundians have better is light cav to contest relics, and well, bonus on relics obviously, and they have Custilier. I don't know how this unit is called in English. Custilier. Well, it seems to be Custilier too. But I think against Teutons, yeah, the charge impact will be huge, but after that, with all borders, with 5 melee defense, well, it won't be that effective at all, you know. So you can't even go. Well, you may want to go all borders or Flemish militia and going with a backlane of uncannoneers, I think, in that matchup. But yeah, if you're doing that, you may have a chance against the Teutons. because Teutons will have struggled by to kill your hand cannoneer backlane, you know. So maybe it's a call with Burgundians because your hand cannoneer deals more damage. But I'm not sure about going another play, another unit than that, you know, as in this matchup. And RedClifford just have to go all bodies. I think he open all bodies and then see, yeah, I am against hand cannoneers, so I will add my bombard cannons with siege engineers. I can also go siege onagers. I can go rams. I can do everything with Teutons, and most of it I won't be so bothered by opponent bombard cannons because I can make crenellation and on my castle. That means my opponent, if he wants to push me, he will need trebs, you know. So I don't really know what on this matchup what I want to do, but it seems we have a quite fast feudal age from Leureduthé, and he still have forgotten his economic upgrade. That's a terrible thing. Oh no. Come on, Leureduthé, you can't go thrashing at Teutons. You can't do that. It's not possible. He's making a man-at-arm thrush again, and he against the Teutons. Mate, come on. And he didn't make any of his economic upgrades. I don't get what happened in your head, Leureduthé. Sometimes I don't know it. I don't get. But well, it's a play, so let's see it. He forgot his wood upgrade again, and he may waste also the castle age economic upgrades on the feudal. Well, I'm not sure about it because you can see with your opponent's score what he's doing, you know, and he saw that he clicked faster than the Teutons player, and he didn't scout it at all the map. I missed the scout fight, I think. So I'm not convinced at all about this, you know. And isn't even making a thrush, he's just running with his militias. Why? I don't get it. I know that he sees his building. He knows that his opponent is doing a fast castle, a standard fast castle, and that his opponent will take all his relic faster than him. So, but he made all his economic upgrades, but the relic play, well, the relic are poorly distributed on the map. They are already in Clifford's advantage, and well, I don't know. I don't know what Leureduthé is making. He may have done this for countering the thrush, but you can't expect a thrush when your opponent have a great sieve disadvantage, you know. But when Teutons have a great advantage, why should it thrush? You know, why should he play aggressive if he has the advantage? You know. And I don't know. I don't really know what happened on Leureduthé's head here, but he probably totally failed what he should have done on this map. And even his build order is a bit late and not really impactful, you know. He should refresh his lumber camp right now. And well, it will be so late castle age that he will have to haul in, you know. He can't he won't be able to catch back the Teuton's boom, I think. So he will have to all in, and I think he will have to make the same thing that Fluffy is doing on the S map. That means play with Flemish militias and ram faster at the start of the Castle Age. And he doesn't have his buildings. Oh, he needs to rush it. This map is really in disadvantage of Leureduthé about the relic distribution, you know. And RedClifford will snowball on it, I think. He will make one monk, so you can bring one relic really fast. And yes, we'll see a Flemish militia play. Leureduthé knew that he made a wrong call, and so he is making Flemish militia. He will go with Flemish militia and ram. He will need a bit more farms, a bit less gold, and he will all in because he doesn't have any choices, you know. Well, his opponent isn't very well booming. He didn't have refresh this camp, so his wood efficiency is really low, you know. So even if he's making great farm thanks to Teuton's economic, he's not really snowballing as much as I thought he would have snowballed, you know. But at least he's taking relics from Leureduthé. That's nice, you know. Okay, Micro was adapted to do according the game plan that has changed. That's a nice play from Leureduthé, a nice macro and nice repartition of resources. That's well played. He knows that. Well, he asked himself, what resources should I need in order to make my play? So I need more food, maybe. So he made more farms. He need less gold and more wood because ram are really wood costing. So, and he will make a nice plan. And I don't know why RedClifford is going out on the right now. But he will have again all the relics on the map. So Leureduthé will need to be more impactful. And I think the order of technology that Leureduthé is making is wrong, because he's making his tech instead of producing. And what he wants is to have his tech, that the chainmail armor, to be up only when he will leave his base, because he wants to have the most unit possible at the right time. So he needs to first make units and then upgrade it on the way of his opponent base, you know. And I also think that the timing attack is too early. When you are making this kind of attack, you need to wait. Well, I think the thing I said to Aubin is 24 minutes. Because 24 minutes is a timing where your opponent will click Castle Age, Imperial Age, approximately. And that's the moment where you will have such an army that you are obliged to crush your opponent, you know. That was all my research to play against MBL that provide me that timing, you know. And we're seeing, yeah, he saw the barrack. Now he knows what happened. He saw the range. They are not built at the correct range, you know. That's a huge mistake from Leureduthé. And now that he sees that, and he sees the ram push, He will have to prepare his defense. He will have the time to prepare it, and just make it by making a Teutonic castle here will stop the push, because you can make a Teutonic knight. But it seems to not answer to this. I don't know why he's not answering to this right now, but he should have done really fast, you know. And now that he sees the Flemish militia and the spearmen, he knows that something is happening, but it's taking it so easy, so late. I would have panicking. If I were RedClifford, I would just panic, boot my stone, drop a castle, go with Teutonic knights in first to answer the play, and instead of that, he's just chilling, making one mangonel and trying to chill out. So I don't know why Leureduthé is pushing here. He should have gone on the stone gate, you know. Yeah, he's going now on the stone gate. And it will have a mangonel, but you have to ignore the mangonel. On this kind of push, that you can just win by you just have to split his ram, you know. He split his ram. There is a hole. No? Ah, what are you doing, Leureduthé? What are you doing? No, you should have just gone on the houses. And yes, there was a hole. Why? What are you doing, Leureduthé? What are you doing? No. And there is no will to repair the RAM, so you will have a mass of units, but you won't be able to push the buildings. And when you're pushing like that, I will just take 2 minutes to explain what you should do when you are going to with a all-in like that. First, well, you hide better your building, so your opponent doesn't know. Those buildings should have been in the back of Leureduthé base, you know. Even if it makes lose bit much more time, this building should have been at the back of the base. Secondly, when you are going forward, you are going also forward with will to drop another siege workshop, another barrack, and to be here for repairing, you know, your rams. And making town centers right now is not the thing you want. You don't want more economic, because you are making all you can here, and it's a clutch play. If you are not clutching, you are losing. So adding TC right now just slows your push and just reduce your chance of winning. And I think Leureduthé just misses his chance of winning. And if RedClifford just drop a castle here, the game is over. Why going forward? Mate, you are doing exactly the things the other man made to me on the ladder last time. He's getting pushed on his base horde. He knows that he has the economic advantage. He knows that he has everything advantage. And instead of defending, he will just push and drop a random castle that is not even efficient at all. And give him the opportunity to just lose the game, you know? I don't understand why people aren't just defending when they know they have an advantage. This castle doesn't bring anything, you know? A castle here would have been clutch and would have given the win, you know? Why Avil is here, and how did he manage to... Okay. And now we see a castle drop here. And Leureduthé is bringing back the relics. And he should have gone with all his units in order to prevent the Mangonel to kill his castle foundation. And I think he's not going on them. So well, that's useless. You just have to delete walls, you know. Leureduthé didn't manage to kill the Mangonel, so he knows that his castle is losing. He's not but he gave up. This game was bad from Leureduthé. Really bad. From the start to the execution. That's why he lost. It can be a bit harsh, you know, saying that like that. But nothing was thing, you know. And I enjoy the will to go with Flemish militia and Rams on a matchup that you are in great disadvantage. It's a nice idea, you know. But you lack so much probably experience in that kind of play, and that's why you lost it. And well, RedClifford made anything, everything he made that could have give you the win, you know. This castle is terrible. If you had more rams in queue instead of making more TCs, you just could have cleaned this castle with rams and Flemish militias, you know. And everything, well, nothing was great in this game. Both players, I think, throw the game, but Leureduthé throw it more than RedClifford, you know. I'm a bit disappointed in that game. I don't want to be disrespectful on the player because I think they have made a great set and they are doing their best, you know. But yes, there are some ideas that I must think about. Well, why you are doing that, mate, you know? And well, this drop castle was, well, it's like we saw the Armenian guy making it against me, and he just dropped random castles at the middle of the map to secure resources, random resources even, and just get down to 20 villas. And if Leureduthé just have had some more rams on his push, well, Clifford will have lost on this castle forward, you know. It's I don't know, guys. Please, I don't mean to be disrespectful. Again, I say it, but this game was terrible for both of you. I'm sorry for that. So we have finished this set, and I won't be able to cast another one. So I can propose that I will go in some ladder game. I will make one ladder game and then stop if you want to. But I will go in French for the ladder game. So English people, thank you for being here. I will just put on the draft scene. The arena was won for RedClifford and Teutons won against Burgundians. Okay. So thank you for being here, guys. We will cast tomorrow morning, probably the set between Max and Ganker. They have played. I think it's Max and Ganker. I will just check on that. I have downloaded it. Table 21. Yes, it's Max and Ganker. So we tomorrow morning we will cast this set between Max and Ganker. And Tuesday morning, well, I would like to make maybe another set, but I don't know which one. I would check on it after that, after the stream. Okay. So let's go on a ladder game. And let's go as in a French mode. So I will just change the Twitch title. Et donc, messieurs, dames, rebonjour. J'ai changé un peu tout. Je vous bascule sur le jeu. Ouais, je suis un peu resté sur ma faim là, sur cette dernière partie. Je suis un peu resté sur ma faim. Disons que les choix étaient pas du tout optimaux, quoi. Je sais pas. C'est très bizarre. D'habitude, je reste pas souvent sur ce genre de sensations après le BO, mais autant les autres games du BO c'était très solide, autant là, vraiment, j'ai été... ouais, je suis resté sur ma faim, c'est ça. Perse chinois. Ok, donc j'ai chinois. J'ai chinois. Qu'est-ce que je vais faire contre un... Est-ce que j'arrive à mieux le placer que ça? Je suis pas sûr. Ok, donc c'est une Arabie avec des poules que nous avons. Je vais chasser Marcel. Il n'a pas l'air d'avoir beaucoup de poules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ans, fait aussi quand même. Donc contre un perse, qu'est-ce qu'on va faire? J'aime pas ouvrir Manatarm avec chinois. Donc on va sûrement ouvrir Scout Rush. Et après on verra. Allez, petit turien par là. Est-ce que j'arrive à prendre 2 villageois différents quand même? C'est incroyable ça que j'y arrive pas. Ah, si j'avais su, j'aurais pas posé mon moulin ici. Poser une maison. Donc j'ai une forêt là, j'ai un petit wall sympa à aller chercher par ici. Ici j'ai pas de wall sympa à aller chercher. Ok, on va essayer d'aller scouter un petit peu la base de notre adversaire. Peut-être fini. Hop. On va essayer de wall pour être sûr qu'il n'y ait pas de trou. J'en ai combien? J'en ai 4. On va remettre au bois maintenant. Alors vous allez rentrer. Vous allez d'abord là. Et on va cliquer après ce villageois. Ok. Ah mais putain, je me fatigue. Je me fatigue. Donc, c'est pas grave. Allez, faut respirer. C'est pas parce qu'on est un boulet que c'est la fin du monde. Pourquoi il s'arrête? J'en ai que 7 en fait au bois. C'est peut-être une petite erreur. Je pense que je vais wall dans un premier temps ici. Avec ma caserne et une maison, je pense. Ouais, il faut que je reste ici pour wall, je pense. J'ai un petit problème de bois. C'est pas grave, on va temporiser. On va faire un petit lancer défensif. On va jouer défensif donc, hein, c'est pas... Oh putain, une mana tarme. Mais il fait pas le taf que je lui ai demandé de faire, le mec. Il me faut une income de bouffer pour l'instant, donc je peux pas vraiment défendre. Ok. J'ai oublié de faire de prod. Oh là là, c'est terrible là ce que je propose. Je vais essayer d'aller choper son scout si je peux. Et je vais aller partir sur sur des skirms ensuite. Ça, qu'est-ce que c'est mal joué. Qu'est-ce que c'est mal joué. J'aimerais bien avoir de quoi faire mon archerie. Ok, mon lancier qui est mort, c'est pas grave. Ça m'a laissé le temps de poser mes fermes. On va essayer de refaire un deuxième camp de bois par là-bas. Toi, si tu peux éviter de passer par là, ça serait cool. On va refermer ici. Je vais juste faire un ski. Qu'est-ce que j'ai mal joué. Ouais. Je peux pas rester. J'ai pas fait ça. Mais réussi à tuer mon vide quand même. Pas vraiment envie de jouer ça, mais j'ai pas vraiment le choix. Je vais devoir faire mon upgrade de défense, je pense. Quoique. Non, j'ai pas besoin en fait. Juste micro un peu, me forcer à micro. Et puis je vais poser une tour sur cette orbe, je pense. Ah bah oui, non, te bats pas, ça serait trop dangereux. Ne fais pas de trucs qui risqueraient de te causer du tort, mec. Ah là là, je me fatigue. Il rajoute des manatarmes, donc il va falloir que je rajoute des archers. Mais je vais juste cliquer en fait mon Castle Age. Et je vais juste jouer quelques skirms de plus. Je ferai un peu nage et tout, mais d'abord il faut juste que je clique mon Castle Age avec le marché. Mais après je pourrais peut-être envisager de sortir par là, je sais pas. Je sais pas depuis combien de temps t'es AFK toi. Je vais quand même faire mon plus un def parce que je vais pas avoir le choix de le faire. Je vais switcher sur... il va sûrement faire une transi j'imagine, donc je vais switcher sur l'ancien tueur. Allez, plus un def messieurs. Voilà. J'aurais aimé ne pas perdre ce camp de mineur. Je vais essayer de lui faire peur pour que... Et il va me le péter. Mais j'ai trop de bouffe, j'ai pas assez d'or, pas assez de bois. J'ai pas fait mes ups. J'ai oublié de prod encore. Mais c'est incroyable, comment je peux être aussi mauvais que ça? Putain, il est parti crossbow en fait, Marcel. Je dois repartir sur Scorpion, je pense, pour accompagner mes lancers de feu. Non, vous voulez pas aller là où je vous demande, s'il vous plaît, messieurs? Avant que ça rentre dans mes ressources. Tout ce que je perds comme truc là, c'est incroyable. Je joue vraiment très très mal. Et je peux pas mettre la pression sur mon adversaire. Après, il investit beaucoup sur plein de trucs, donc c'est pas non plus ouf ce qu'il fait, mais... J'aimerais bien avoir plus de bois. J'aimerais bien rewall ici. J'aimerais bien sortir, poser un TC. J'aimerais bien faire des moines. J'aimerais bien faire tellement de choses, mais pour ça... Il faut des ressources, et je n'ai pas de ressources. Ouais, ça me sert à rien, ça. Je vais juste cliquer un P, je crois. Je joue tellement mal que je vais juste cliquer un P. Ah, bon, mon adversaire a l'air de pas bien jouer non plus. Je vais cliquer un P, je vais juste faire un all-in lancier de feu. Voilà ce que je vais faire. Et puis tant pis. De toute façon, j'ai pas le choix. Je suis tellement derrière mon adversaire qu'il n'y a aucun monde où ça passe. Donc, quitte à pas avoir le choix, autant y aller de façon assez bourrine. Et puis voilà. Hein. Par contre, j'ai juste besoin d'or, quoi. Je peux pas être capable de sortir et de me protéger un or, sérieusement, ça me saoule. Je joue vraiment comme un bot, des fois. Allez, allez au bout en attendant. Je sais pas, faites quelque chose de votre vie. Je sais pas trop comment je sécurise mon truc, mais je vais le tenter de toute façon. On me drop un château. Oh. Attends, come on. This castle won't... Il faut pas qu'il passe ce château. Bon, trêve. On dépêche ce château et reposer de l'écho. Ah putain, quel game de merde je suis en train de faire. Et son play il stack pas sur son âge, donc je m'en fous un peu. En vrai, mon château, il a fait son office là. S'il tombe, c'est pas trop grave. Ce que j'en veux maintenant, c'est un autre château par ici, plutôt. Ah, ça a beau pas stack, c'est quand même fort, hein, c'est sûr. Il va me falloir du bélier, je pense, si je veux espérer tenir. Mais en tout cas, j'ai eu ça. On va essayer de reclaim cet or là. J'ai de l'or pour tenir. Je pourrais peut-être faire maçonnerie. De balancer des pions ici, je vais aller les counter. On va accepter de reculer. On va arrêter de réparer, on va accepter de reculer. Manque 2 de pierre, vraiment j'ai trop réparé à 2 de pierre près. Pour drop un autre château. Il y a assez de pions en bois. Ouais, j'ai perdu. GG. Je vais pas réussir. Merde. Je vous ai proposé un gameplay de très mauvaise qualité. Et il snowball juste sur le fait que je suis incapable de sécuriser mon or parce que je gride trop et je peux pas sécuriser mon or. On va revoir la game vite fait. Mais c'était un gameplay de piètre qualité. En même temps, voilà, bien fait pour moi. Si je perdais pas mon scout sur le TC adverse toutes les games, ça serait vachement mieux. Je pensais aussi que lancier de feu contre Perse et CA Perse ferait vachement plus de taf. Donc je suis un petit peu déçu de ça. Mais c'est parce que j'avais pas de bélier pour les accompagner. Hello Lise, comment tu vas? C'est parce que quand je monte, mes adversaires me donnent la game. Là, mon adversaire m'a pas donné la game et ça s'est vu. Hein. Donc je fais un âge sombre assez acceptable avec si on compte pas mon truc mort là, je fais un âge sombre assez acceptable. Je m'attendais pas vraiment à son opening, mais de toute façon, vu que je fail en termes de... Il se permet de le faire parce que j'ai pas de scout, je pense, et que c'était pas vraiment prévu à la base. Et vu que bah, j'ai juste déconné totalement sur ma récolte de bois, bah, je peux pas répondre trop vite à son play. Et ça, c'est un peu ma faute. En plus, je laisse rentrer, ce qui me fait dépenser encore plus de bois pour rien. Enfin, vraiment, j'ai très très mal joué mon début de partie. J'étais un petit peu sloppy. Alors qu'en vrai, je suis giga bien dans la game 1, dans la théorie. Hein. Mais juste dans la théorie, quoi. Parce que là, si je pense à réparer, par exemple, c'est pas la même. Il arrive à micro à me prendre un vide, il arrive à me prendre mon lancier, il arrive à me forcer des maisons. Et j'ai toujours pas mon archerie parce que j'ai toujours pas de bois pour pouvoir assurer le truc. Alors que lui, il fait ça sans up echo, ce qui fait qu'il est vraiment limité à son play. Manatarm, archer, s'il fait autre chose, il est mort, quoi. Et vraiment, j'ai très très mal joué là. Pour l'instant, je joue, j'ai excessivement mal joué. J'aurais juste mieux géré ma réparation de palissade. J'aurais vachement moins subi la pression. J'aurais eu mon archerie plus tôt. J'aurais eu mes skirms plus tôt. J'aurais pas eu besoin de grid, mon tirailleur d'élite, quoi. Et ça aurait été bon, quoi. Et à la place de ça, je perds des villes, je perds des unités en pagaille. J'ai un KD qui est lamentable. Et juste parce que, bah ouais, je fais pas mon up de def, quoi. Je grid. Et donc, ce qui fait que mon or, que j'aurais dû sécuriser facilement, bah, je l'ai pas du tout sécurisé. Et toute la game, je vais mal le sécuriser, quoi. Et le mec, avec 3 archers, il m'aura cassé les bonbons et il m'aura vraiment mis une énorme pression. Alors qu'il avait rien, il avait pas d'up echo, il avait que dalle, quoi. Jamais j'aurais dû perdre contre lui à ce moment-là. Et pourtant, vu que j'ai de l'idle dans tous les sens, mes pions qui boy scout, machin, tout ça, mais je joue très très mal. Et je me fais punir, il a raison. Et son petit manatarm qui rajoute a de l'impact en plus, donc c'est bien ce qu'il fait. Vraiment, il joue plus intelligent que moi, mon adversaire. Là, forcément, je suis sur Skirm, forcément, il va rajouter une écurie, il va jouer des scouts. Là, j'aurais dû mieux micro pour être sûr de clean des 2 archers, en me rapprochant. Et là, la première chose que je dois faire, en fait, c'est un TC ici. Pourquoi je fais pas de TC? Parce que j'ai pas de bois, parce que j'ai encore micro comme un couillon, j'ai 21 fermes, et j'ai beaucoup de bouffe, je viens d'en vendre 500, j'ai juste micro comme un gros débile. Et donc forcément, mais quand on micro comme un gros débile, bah notre adversaire en tire parti, en tire avantage. Donc là, il a un combo que je peux pas contrer, donc je suis obligé de back, je suis encore obligé d'idle mes péons, etc., etc. Lui, il met une grosse pression avec juste peu d'unités, et regardez ma macro est terrible. La sienne est bien. Et il grid pas, il reste sur 2 TC, il fait des unités régulièrement, mon adversaire, tu vois. C'est plutôt bien joué ce qu'il fait en vrai. Et moi j'étais déjà dans la tête à mode, il faut que je all-in, sinon j'ai déjà perdu la game. Et en effet, et le pire c'est que même en faisant mon all-in, je perds la game parce que je suis pas foutu de macro correctement. Je sais pas pourquoi je me retrouve avec 1000 de bouffe. Et donc là, l'idée folle me vient de me dire, bah, vu que j'ai 1000 de bouffe, il faut que j'aille un P. Et je vais tenter de jouer Fire Lancer d'élite avec le plus 4 de def. Et machin, je savais pas que Shino n'avait pas... comment elle s'appelle Gambeson, Jacques. Donc ça me met un petit peu dans le mal parce que je pensais que mes lancers de feu allaient plus résister que ça. Mais pas du tout. Et là, pareil, je rush pas mon TC, ce qui fait que je me fais punir. Le mec, il a des CA. Moi, je suis en train de cliquer un P. Je perds 45 villes sur la défense, je perds tout accès à mon or, je suis obligé de sortir ici. Qu'est-ce que je joue mal? C'est incroyable de me jouer aussi mal que ça. J'ai de l'idle, je suis sur un TC, j'ai 2 minutes d'idle ici, mais c'est indécent. C'est interdit par la loi ce que je propose. Mais tout ce qui se passe dans la game, c'est un snowball de l'âge féodal. Et mon adversaire aura bien joué le coup, hein. Et malgré tout, il me donne il fait des erreurs. Ça, c'est une erreur, par exemple. Il n'y a pas vraiment besoin de ce château pour appuyer son push. Et moi, j'arrive jamais à stacker une masse de lancier de feu qui soit suffisante pour le clean. Et j'ai juste pas d'écho en fait. Parce que je suis all-in depuis le début de la partie, quoi. Et juste parce que j'ai pas réussi à... J'ai grid mon up de défense des tirailleurs d'élite et ça snowball sur toute la game, quoi. Ce château-là, j'aurais dû l'arrêter de réparer avant. Histoire qu'il me reste un petit peu de pierre pour pouvoir faire un château ici un peu plus vite. Qu'est-ce que je joue mal. Qu'est-ce que je joue mal. C'est incroyable. Et tout ça, toutes ces erreurs viennent de là. Enfin, déjà, viennent de mon BO foireux, viennent du fait que je laisse rentrer alors que j'étais en train de réparer. Je perds un vide sur ça. Mon BO est foireux, je macro comme un couillon, j'ai pas assez de bois. Et je le sais en plus. Je vois, pendant la chambre, je dis j'ai 7 péons au bois. Ben oui, débile. Pourquoi t'en remets pas 2 de plus, quoi? Mais je me déprime. Et voilà, parce que je grid, parce que machin, parce que tout ça, bah le mec, il vit sa meilleure vie et il me sort de la game. Et pareil, HD Château, si je suis à peu près sérieux et intelligent, je vois qu'il lui reste une masse d'archers, je vois qu'il essaye de les sauver. C'est pas lancier de peu que je pars, c'est tirailleur d'élite. En plus, j'ai pas besoin d'or pour faire tirailleur d'élite, mon dieu. Ça serait incroyable, non? Une unité où t'as pas besoin d'or, tu fais juste tirailleur d'élite moine, tu poses TTC et tu boum. Mais non, je vais faire des lanciers de feu. Ah, je me fatigue. Mais je me fatigue. Voilà. Vous avez vu quand je rage tout seul contre moi parce que je joue très très mal. Et bien voilà. Je suis plus tendre avec vous qu'avec moi, je pense. En tout cas, sur ce bon moment où je m'énerve contre moi et où je me trouve très très mauvais, je pense que je vais vous laisser là. On n'oublie pas que demain, je caste... Non, j'ai pas encore pu la regarder, Lils. Demain matin, je vais caster Max contre Kingler. Ganker, je crois son pseudo, sinon sur le jeu. Ouais, je la regarderai. Je la regarderai en privé, je pense. Et voilà, donc n'oubliez pas, demain matin, je caste encore un BO. Peut-être j'aimerais bien faire 2 sets demain matin si les sets sont rapides. Et voilà, et comme ça, je vais essayer j'aurais presque réussi à caster tout le monde dans le tournoi. En tout cas, tous ceux qui n'ont pas été castés. Il y en a certains que je vais pas réussir à caster, je pense. Et je m'excuserai devant eux. Mais voilà. En tout cas, j'aurais essayé de caster au moins une fois chaque personne. On n'oublie pas aussi que demain soir, c'est demain soir, je crois. Demain soir, je caste un match incroyable. Si je regarde le scheduled... Oui, 23... Non, 23, c'est mardi. C'est mardi soir. Mardi soir, sachez que je vais être en stream, en live, avec notre ami Eratus, dans la théorie, pour cast un match incroyable entre, je cite leur définition, les deux plus cos du Twitch game, c'est-à-dire entre Chirard et Pimp. Alors, il y a eu pas mal de petites vannes qui ont été envoyées entre les deux joueurs. Notamment si Chirard snipe les Mongols ou pique les Mongols, c'est qu'il n'a point de testicules. Et Chirard est juste en train d'essayer de ne pas trop parler parce qu'il a trop peur de perdre et de perdre son ego par la même occasion. Donc voilà. Donc ça sera mardi soir. Ok. Et lundi matin et mardi matin, je ferai mes streams, mes cases de 7 comme d'habitude. Voilà, voilà, messieurs, dames. Je vous remercie et restez là pour le raid. Alors, qui allons-nous raid? Est-ce qu'il y a des gens sur AOE2 en français. J'ai pas l'impression. J'ai pas l'impression, messieurs, dames. Attendez, je vais regarder sur Twitch directement, peut-être, parce que là, je vois pas forcément le truc. Age of Empires. Ouais, non, il y a que moi. Donc, on va aller raid un espagnol. On va aller raid CT Osso, qui est un caster aussi. Il me semble qu'il est 1800. Il caste de temps en temps. Voilà. Donc, apportez-lui de la force. Et voilà. Merci à vous, messieurs, dames. Et je vous dis à demain.